Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. So today we'll be covering two topics. One is comments and the other one is operators. First off, we will start with the operators. So what is operators? Operators means special symbols that can perform some calculations to evaluate some results. Basically, when do we need these operators? Like, for example, if you are creating a you can say like e-commerce website, right? So you need to calculate discounts on different prices, okay, or you need to calculate the actual cost that is we are getting, or maybe you need to calculate the profits, whatever we got. What is profit? Profit is like whatever you had to, you know, invest to buy a few things, and then whatever you sell in. For example, your buyer, or you can say your purchase price was 50 rupees, your selling price was 100 rupees, so your profit will become 100 minus 50, which is again 50. So when you say minus, or we can subtract, okay, so that subtraction is operator, okay, that minus symbol will be an operator. All right, if you need to add something, for example, you are trying to make a route, okay, or like you are having a delivery application, and you need to find out how much total kilometers you will have to deliver, okay, so what will be the distance between one point and the other one, okay, so, or if there are multiple orders to be delivered, so what is the total distance to be covered? You will do addition, that is plus. All right, so to do different kind of calculations or different type of operational evaluations to bring out some results, we use operators. There are different categories of operators that I have mentioned here already for quick glance. So the first is arithmetic operators, which is like plus, which is addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. Then this is modulus, or we can say remainder, and then we have parenthesis. Okay, when you were young, you must have read about the process of, or we can say the operations of all these types in mathematics, including a rule of BODMAS, which is like brackets and parentheses. Okay, all these come, then multiply, division, whatever comes. Okay, so all these things are in the arithmetic operators. The next one is unary operator. Okay, so for that we have a sign symbol, plus, minus, whether the number is going to be positive or negative. All right, then we have double plus, or we can say plus plus. Okay, so this is like for increment. Okay, we call it increment operator. We don't call it double plus, we will call it increment operator. Just remember, single plus in an operation is arithmetic operator and it is known as addition. Double plus will be known as increment. Similarly, single minus will be known as subtraction in an expression, while double minus will be known as not subtraction. Okay, it's not subtraction. Double minus is always going to be decrement, just opposite of increment, it is decrement. Then we have this negation symbol, we also call it inverter. Okay, then we have assignment operators. So here, you know what is assignment? Like if you are assigning some value into a variable, okay, that is known as assignment, right? For example, a equals to 5, so a is the variable, you are assigning value 5 into that, so that equals will be known as assignment operator. Then we have add and assign, subtract and assign, multiply and assign, divide and assign, and after that last, modulus and assign. Okay, find the modulus and assign. So all these are assignment operators. Then we have conditional operators, also known as relational operators, which is like double equals to. So this double equals, basically it verifies, or we can say it checks the relation between two operands. Okay, for example, if it is equal or not. Okay, if it is equal, it will return true. If it is not equal, it will return false. Similarly, we have not equals. Okay, again, this is going to compare two operands just like double equals, but in a inverted way, just opposite way. So for example, for double equals, we had if two values are equal, it will return true, but here if two values are equal, it will return false because it is not equals. Okay, but if it is not equal, then it will return true. You get it? We'll try again in the program after some time. Now coming to next, which is this this is angular bracket. Okay, you can find this key just near to shift. Okay, two keys ahead to shift. Okay, so this is greater than symbol, this is less than. Okay, if a is value of a is greater than value of b. Okay, or if value of a is greater than equals to or less than equals to. Okay, so this is less than, this is greater than, this is greater than equals to, this is less than, and this is less than equals to. Okay, so all these are relational operators. We also call them conditional operators. We also call them comparison operators also. Okay, so all these are same. Okay, they are just comparing two values, different operands. Okay, what are operands? Again, like if you are going to perform some operation, you will have two things. One is operator and the other one is operand. Operands are the variables or the values on which the operation will be performed, and operators are the symbols. Okay, the actual operating symbols. Okay, then logical operators. So logical operators, we have and, or, and not. Okay, this is going to be not. All right, so for these and for bitwise operations, we must know what are the and operators or operators, how these things work internally. For that we will do it at the very end. We will but before that we will already compare ternary operator also. Okay, then we have instance of operator. Okay, which is again like same we just have to write instance of. All right, now let's try some practicals. Okay, starting with the, let's say I want to print 5 plus 5 or 5 plus 6. Okay, so what it is going to be? So then again I want to write 11 minus 3. Okay, again let me try with variables as well. Int a equals to 5, int b equals to 7. Okay, now I want to try like a multiply. I'm putting space just for readability, but you can directly do also. A multiply by b also you can do. Okay, uh, s out, we can say uh, let's say 5.6 divided by 1.2. So what it would be? So we will see that also. Okay, even in decimals also we can divide, or we can call it double. We already have learned data types in the previous video. If you didn't see that, you can just go back again and see what are data types, what are identifiers in my previous video. Then so these were all the arithmetic operators. I will try one more thing, that is remainder. So 12 modulus 3, you can call it like this. Okay, so let's try how it works. Now see, 5 plus 6, it printed 11, right? So it gave the addition. 11 minus 3, it gave 8. All right, a multiply b, but what was a? We already used assignment operator also to assign 5 into the a and 7 into the b. Okay, so now a is 5 and b is 7, so it will become 5 multiplied by 7, which is 35. Okay, then we have 5.6 divided by 1.2. If we calculate this, we will get this result. Okay, then we have 12 modulus 3. Okay, what did it give? 0. Okay, fine. Now let's try one more thing. 12 modulus 5. Okay, this will give you a better idea what it is doing. This is giving 2. So what does it exactly mean? What it is doing? Now okay, so see, here is 12. Okay, here is 5, and 5 times 2 will be 10. Okay, what is the remainder? 2. Okay, so this is the remainder, and this is the quotient, so it will return this value to you. Now you can see that's why it returns 2. Okay, if I would have earlier I had written what earlier it was not 5, right? So let me try that also to explain. Earlier I wrote 3. Okay, so three for the 12. Okay, it will become 12. And if it was 12, then there would be 0 remainder. That's why earlier it printed 0 here. Now it's but when it is 5, we have 2 remainder, so it always prints the remainder of division. All right, I hope now you have understood the arithmetic operations. Now let's move to unary operators. Okay, so I'm not doing any addition or subtraction, just writing plus 6. Okay, then writing so let me do one more thing. I'll print it like this: arithmetic operations. And now we are trying unary operations. All right, so let me try with minus 6. Okay, then let's say we have int num equals to 5, num1. Okay, int num2 equals to again 5. All right, so I'm taking two numbers, num1 and num2, and both are having values 5. Okay, now let me try with plus plus a. Okay, not a, actually it would be num1. I'll print num1 again, then I'll print num1 plus plus. I'll print num1 one more time. Okay, similarly I'll do one more thing. Let me try minus 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 minus. Okay, and it will become num2 now. All right, I'll try others also, and the negation sign. Okay, so that also I will try. Not of num1 okay, it should be like this. I'll correct this. Okay, so let's try to run this. So for arithmetic operations we already have discussed. Okay, so I will not repeat it right now. Let's try unary operations. So this is a sign symbol only, unary operator, just to say that okay, it is positive value. Okay, if it is positive we don't need to actually show plus in the outputs. That's why it's not, it is removing the plus symbol here. Okay, minus 6, it is minus that. Okay, minus 6 is a negative sign value. Then we have plus plus num, unary increment operator. So when I say plus plus before the actual number or actual variable, then this is known as pre-increment. Okay, it is increment, but which type? Pre-increment. Whereas if we put plus plus at the end of variable, this is known as post increment. Okay, similarly this is going to be pre-decrement, and this is going to be pre No, post decrement. All right. So this is how it works. And again for comments, let's since I already mentioned like this, whenever you say 2 times forward slash and if you write anything after this, these things will not be compiled. These things will not have any output in the console. Always it will be ignored by the compiler of Java, okay, or JVM. Okay, so this is single line comment. But if we have like this, one forward slash followed by a star, and similarly ending like this, star followed by a forward slash. So like this you can write multi-line comments. Okay, if you have to write comment in a multiple line, you will write like this. But if you have to write comments in a single line, then you will write like this. Okay, all right, coming back to the operators again. So I already had num1 as 5. Okay, so when I did pre-increment, what did it do? It first incremented the value to plus plus means one time. Okay, it incremented the value one time, and then after that it printed the value and it became 6. Okay, then when I say num1, it's again 6. That means if I have done plus plus increment operation, it has modified the actual value of num1. Now it is not 5. Okay, after this it is not 5, it has become 6 and it will stay 6. Alright, then I write num1 plus plus 7. So it has incremented, but it is still printing 6. Why? Because it is post increment. So first it will print, then it will increment. The next time when I print, it will show 7, because in the previous step it was already incremented after printing it. So I guess you already know what is the difference between pre-increment and post-increment. In pre-increment, it will first do the increment and then print the value or return the result, whereas in post-increment, it will first return the result of num1, the current value of num1, and then it will increment the value, okay, after printing or after returning the value. Okay, then in the num1 now it was 7, so it printed 7. Now same thing goes for num2. All right, let me ask you now, if I print num2, minus minus is pre-decrement. Okay, since it was earlier 5, so what should it be? Put in the comments if you already guessed it right, but let me guess now. Okay, since it is pre-decrement, it will first decrease the value by 1 and then it will print. Okay, so it will become 4 here. Now here also it will print 4. What about this? Now it is the value of num2 is already 4, and now I am doing post decrement. So what should it print there? Will it be 3 or will it be 4? If you guessed it right, please comment. According to me, it will print the value first and then it will decrement, so it will still stay 4, but in the next time when I just print num2, then it will print 3. Okay, let's check this out. Okay, so in the first one it did a decrement and print, then it print normally the actual value, then it again print the current value and then do the decrement, so 3 times it printed 4. After this, here it printed 3. Now there is a num1, okay, negation sign with num1, but here it prints -8. Okay, so why does it do it like this? We'll talk about it after some time in the bitwise operator. Okay, I will not put it here, let's remove it here. Even here also I will remove it. Okay, so the next operation I will perform is about assignment operators. Okay, we already have tried the assignment operator here and here for equals. Okay, but just to show, okay, so I will print x here just to show that okay, it is currently holding the value 5. So this is about the assignment operators. Got it? After this, what I will do, I'll say x plus equals to 3. Okay, let's see now what it says. Then x minus equals to 1. Okay, so what would it say now? Let's see that also. Then x multiply equals to 5. Okay, after this what it will print, and after that x modulus equals 3. Okay, let's see what does it say. And okay, equals plus equals minus equals modulus and divide. Then actually I would write divide just before this. X divide equals to 2. Okay, so this is about our assignment operators. Now let's see what it prints. Here, see, so x equals to 5, it printed 5 in the beginning. Okay, so x was holding the value 5. Now I said x plus equals to 3. So how it will evaluate? Let me tell you. It means x equals to x plus 3. Okay, this is how it will evaluate for x plus equals to 3. Okay, which means it will first add 3 inside the current value of x, and it will assign the new value of this expression into the x. Okay, so current value is 5, so it will become 5 plus 3, right? And then 5 plus 3 is 8, so in x the new value will become 8. That's why it prints 8 here. Now x minus equals to 1. Now I think you already would understand, you all are smart. So x equals to x minus 1. This is how it is. Okay, so now current value is 8, so 8 minus 1, 7. Okay, so here it will print 7. Alright, so now x value is 7. After this x is 7. Okay, so it will become like x equals to 7 x by, okay, x multiplied by 5, which is actually 7 multiply 5. Okay, that is 35, so it should print 35. Now x divided by 2, so 35 divided by 2. Okay, so how it, what it would be, it should be 17.5. all right, but since it is integer value, okay, so it will lose 0.5 decimal value, because int cannot hold the decimal values, it will only hold the whole values. Okay, so that's why it removes the 0.5 and it prints only 17 here. Remember that. Okay, after that we have 17 as the actual value now. Then I say 17 modulus equals to 3. Okay, x equals to x modulus 3 equals to, okay, let me put it in comments actually, which is equal to 17 modulus 3. Okay, and that will be 2. I can tell you this one more time. Okay, 17 and 3. 3 5 times 15, and 7 minus 5, it will become 2, and the remainder is 2. That's why it prints 2 here. Alright, so that is how the assignment operators work. The next ones will be conditional operators, which are also known as relational or comparison operators. Okay, so let's try these. Okay, Let's say if 3 equals to 3, what does it print? Whereas 3 is equals to 4, what does it print? Let's see. Okay, after that we will see 3 not equals to 3, what does it print? And 3 not equals to 4, what does it print? Okay, then 3 less than 4, is it true? Or 3 greater than 4, is it true? But is 4 greater than 3? Okay, or is 4 less than 3? Okay, let's try one more case. 3 less than equals to 3. Okay, let's try one more thing here. 3 less than 3, what does it print? Okay, or 3 greater than 3, what does it print? I'm trying almost all the possible cases here for you guys so that you can understand very much clearly and you won't have any doubt after this video. 4 greater than equals to 4. S out 4 greater than equals to 3 and 3 greater than equals to 4. Okay, so let's see the outputs of all these. Okay, conditional operators. So let's start from the beginning. 3 equals to 3. Are these three values same? Yeah, it's true. Are these 3 and 4, are these two values same? No, it's false. 3 not equals to 3, 3 and 3 it is. So they are same. Okay, so this condition becomes false. It's not like 3 is not equals to 3, that's not possible, so that is false. But 3 is not equals to 4, that will be true. Okay, 3 is less than 4, true. 4 is less than 3, is it? No, so it's false. 3 is less than 3, one number can never be less than itself, so it will again become false. 3 greater than 4, false. 4 greater than 3, true. 3 greater than 3, no, it cannot be greater than itself, so it's false. 3 less than equals to 3, see, if it was only less than, it would be false, but if it is equals also, it will compare two conditions. If it is less than, then also true. If it is equals, then also true. But if it is greater than, then it will become false. Okay, now since they are equal, so it satisfies one condition. Okay, that's why it becomes true. 4 greater than equals to 4, again true. Okay, 4 greater than 3, it is not equals to, but it is greater than, so it condition one condition is satisfied, that's why it's true. 3 is greater than equals to 4, no, 3 is neither equals to 4 and 3 is neither nor greater than equals to 4. Okay, it's not greater than and it's not equal, so it is false. So that's how the conditional operators or comparison operators work. Okay, all right. We will cover the logical operators and bitwise and all these operators in a separate video. I'll close the video here, it's already becoming too long. And also, before I start these operators, the remaining 4 operators, I need to explain few more topics to you regarding how bits work, how bits operations work in computers. Okay, and then we will be able to understand these particular topics more clearly. All right, so Thank you everyone. Please, if you liked this video, please subscribe and like the video and share it to more people